there isn't enough time, Tony, to do it, no matter which way you want to do it. We need more time. We may have to slip. We have to slip 5 in a little bit.
He's getting about 3 centimeters of whack.
They got to leave at a certain time regardless of what we got.
Willing to give up all the light mantle stuff.
They had to leave Shorty Crater and its orange soil and push on. Time, the enemy of the lunar investigator on the moon and on Earth.
I can't believe we sampled the whole...
I can't believe we sampled the whole thing right on.
The precious minutes had run out. Return to the rover, drive back to the Challenger, close out EVA-2.
We'd like you to leave immediately. Okay. My golly, this time goes fast.
As the last Apollo crew worked on the moon, the engineers on Earth prepared for tomorrow's day in space.
I have a model here of the space shuttle. As you see, it resembles a double-wing airplane on top of a propulsion system. The system is going to be designed so all of the costly parts are reusable. Now that we're beginning to understand space, we're beginning to understand the potential, the economic potential, the need is to bring larger arrays of instrumentation up in space. There's a need to provide man with a real capability to work up in space.
Okay, Bob, I'm on the pad, and it's about 4:30 a Wednesday afternoon as I step out onto the plains of Taurus-Littrow. Beautiful valley.
December 13th. Yesterday, they had explored the south end of the valley. Today, they would go north.
Yeah, well, let's ask for an extension. Hey, Jim, this is the last time for you to really go to bat for us, Jim. We know you'll do it for us.
10-minute extension for that L7. Yeah.
Holy smoly! Why are we on a slope? You okay?
Man, that's rough country in there, isn't it?
Well, you're looking across Henry.
And let me see what it is.
Apollo science will continue, and I'm sure you might say the mysteries will continue to come out for many years to come.
But of this I'm sure. Man has learned that space is his to explore. And man will return to space to explore, to the moon and beyond.
I'm firmly convinced that it's changed the whole basis of philosophy, including religion. I don't think that we've begun to see what the era of spaceflight really is. We've got a long way to go, and I hope I'm living when we leave this solar system on a venture to find another planet Earth.
You know, Jack, when we finish with station 8, we will have covered this whole valley from corner to corner. That was the idea.
Once more, it was time. Gene Cernan and Jack Schmitt returned to the rover to drive back to Challenger. But before they left the surface of the moon, there would be a brief ceremony.
It's a rock composed of many fragments of many sizes and many shapes. When we return this rock, or some of the others like it, to Houston, we'd like to share a piece of this rock with so many of the countries throughout the world. We hope that this will be a symbol of what our feelings are, what the feelings of the Apollo program are, and a symbol of mankind that we can live in peace and harmony in the future.
And a final word from the last man on the moon.
I'd like to just let what I believe history will record, that America's challenge of today has forged man's destiny of tomorrow.
While Cernan and Schmitt closed out the last moonwalk and prepared for tomorrow's liftoff, Ron Evans worked on in orbit. Photograph, observe, describe. Keep operating the cameras and experiments in the Science Experiments Bay. In orbit, as on the surface, the seconds are precious.
Possibility at this stage.
How is the experiment working now, mechanically?
Working extremely well. We're looking for subsurface geologic structure in the broad sense, layering, for example.
This is the infrared scanning radiometer.
What does that do?
The radiometer measures the temperature of the moon and makes an accurate map of the temperature beneath the spacecraft. It is working with tremendous success.
One other thing, how is the experiment working mechanically as far as the man and the machine is concerned?
The experiment itself, the hardware is working perfectly, precisely the way it was supposed to work. Everything has functioned properly. An important part of the experiment is it requires the man to operate it.
99, proceeded, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Right away, Houston. Vector good. Ag thought. Pitch over. Roger, you have good thrust. Okay, 30 seconds. 308 your number. Tank coming through 1,500 feet, and H-dot looks good.
On the descent stage of Challenger, forever on the moon, they left a plaque reading, "Here man completed his first explorations of the moon, December 1972 AD. May the spirit of peace in which we came be reflected in the lives of all mankind." One revolution later, Cernan and Schmidt caught up with Evans and prepared for docking.
Good to see you. Good to have you all back up here. It's been a good trip. Man, that Challenger's a beautiful vehicle. You betcha.
December 16th. Burn out of lunar orbit and head home to Earth.
Houston, America has found some fair winds and following seas, and we're on our way home. Hey, this is great. Talk about being a spaceman. This is it.
December 17th. 170,000 miles from Earth. Ron Evans left the command module.
Hello, Mom.
We see you, Ron. Looking great.
Okay. Hey, John. How you doing? Hi, Jamie.
Evans was retrieving film canisters from the two cameras and the lunar sounding radar. Data vital to the scientists on Earth.
And the lessons in.
Before he got back inside, Evans took a last look at the crescent Earth. In 2 more days, they would be home. December 19th. They rode inside a 5,000-degree fireball through the atmosphere of Earth. Stowed in the spacecraft, almost 250 pounds of the moon.